this way on here. This might not work. Good morning. Mandy with Motivated by Mandy. And it is actually a really beautiful morning. Let me make sure that music isn't getting to you. It's Tuesday. And it's a beautiful morning out there. I have no idea beyond what I can see because I don't really follow the news like that. I follow the body, brain, and spirituality of it. And if I really need to know, I check the weather app. So, anyways, it's a beautiful morning. And I thought maybe I'd go over some really simple yoga poses and or stretches because we're going to do them anyway. And I figured maybe you guys would like to join along. So, if so, stick along. If not, you know how to leave. I'm going to tell you this will be a medicated session. So I am medicating. And then I will get into some just stretching. Unfortunately, doing this on live, it gives me a really restricted view no matter how many times I've rearranged the setup. It just is very difficult to make the angles work. So anyways, the first thing we'll do, so I have to get into angles to kind of show you, and excuse my background because I've turned my gym into also like a sewing area and yeah, more. So we'll start in just very simple stretch poses because this is for anybody. And if you can't cross your legs, that's totally fine. You can just chill with your legs out, whatever is really comfortable to you. I like to cross my legs. So as you can see, I've lost a lot of tone, not lifting like I used to. So when you work out and you power lift, you bulk with muscle, and when you stop powerlifting, it turns to fat. So be careful. So okay, we're gonna just start with some really simple stretches and get our breathing going and making sure our posture is right. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys take something from this and don't mind my weird faces when I work out. You're ruining our meditative state right now. Wednesday. So Wednesday really likes to wear clothes, by the way. She's like obsessed with it. So that's why she's wearing clothes in the house. Okay. Hey, no, I'm doing a video right now. Thanks. Okay, back to business. So, damn it, I need to hit this again. She just goes in the next room and barks. So my back is killing me this morning, right? Just like a normal kill. I don't know what that means to anybody else, but to me it means stretch, bitch. So, what I want to start with, and please excuse my lack of outfit, is some simple pelvic tilting. I gotta see what the angles look like down here. Not bad, okay. We can do this. Alright, so if you already know how to pelvic tilt, fucking great. If you don't, all it is starting with your knees bent. See my knees are bent? And putting them on the mat. It's a little difficult to see that part. And what you're gonna do is have your back flatten to the ground. And you're gonna roll your hips into the ground. So I'm starting in this position and then rolling them into the ground, pressing my spine into the ground as well. And a good 10-second to 30-second hold is great. You might have to like even push your shoulders back to give you a real nice push into the ground, and it'll feel great. So it's the opposite of how your spine normally looks. But I'm telling you, it feels amazing. So you'll be like, oh, and then you want to roll back out, take a deep breath, roll back in. Now, I can't tell what you guys can see as easy as I thought I would be able to, other than this great big mark on my leg. But I'm going to do about 10 of these, taking a deep breath. And you can follow along, or you can do whatever you want. And your arms can be where they feel good. Most people like them down by the sides, but with my disorders, I have very short arms, so I tend to let them come up so that the shoulders can relax on the ground. And tilt, holding really tight through the adductors, abductors, and lower core. And the spine into the ground. And rolling back out. It just feels so good. And again, spine into the ground, core engaged, adductors engaged, and slowly rolling back out. So I think I'm going to make today's basically like back therapeutic stretching. And back out. Maybe 2 more times. I lose count. I do what feels good unless I'm being really restrictive and you know, on point. Okay, now we're going to roll our legs off onto the sides, keeping our shoulders flat to the ground. And keeping our legs bent to the side. Really giving yourself that full... Oh, I can't rotate my phone apparently. Shut up, phone. Giving that back a nice supine stretch while just in that position. See if I can get this back. Okay. And now I'm going to start at starting point again and do the other side. So shoulders are still on the ground. And bringing these knees over as far as possible. Just taking some nice deep breaths. Sorry for the view, but this is just reality. You're going to feel a nice stretch through this area. Go deep into it, nice deep breaths during it. And back to start position. Next, we're going to make sure our hips are on the floor correctly and pointed upwards. Belly button is secure and pointed upwards. Everything's engaged. And I'm going to grab underneath leg 1. And I'm going to pull that to my chest. Take some nice deep breaths. Now I usually take about 8, but during this I'll probably do about 5. Slowly return to start position. Now this stretch really helps with the SI area, which is on the lower back here. A lot of people feel twinging and pain right here. This is your sacroiliac joints, also your SI. This will help reset your SI. Do it as often as you need to. So grab behind leg 2, into the chest. Sometimes if you flex the foot forward, you'll find more of a stretch, so that's good. Mine tends to hang lazily, but once in a while I'll remind myself, hey, do this and get a little extra stretch through the, through the quad. And then both legs up. And to the chest as best you can. And 5 deep breaths. And slowly return to start position. Pelvic tilt back. Hold that breath. Release that energy. And then slowly get up just a little bit at a time, because a lot of people are so relaxed at this point that they might get lightheaded if they jump up too quick. So you're just gonna roll to your side. And our next things will be on our knees. If you're not able to work out on your knees, that's cool. You might have some extra padding around. This is a gardening pad, but it works great for your knees. And some people may use blocks for different reasons right now. I'm not a huge block user, but I'm actually working on becoming a bigger block user, like a blockhead. So what I'm first gonna do is just be in a kneeled position, but what your goal is to try to do is get that bum all the way onto the feet and making sure that that then aligns foot, glute, straight up to the shoulders, which I have a bit of kyphosis at the moment that I'm working on curving, so yours should look a little better than mine, a lot better than mine. Chest should be forward, and 5 deep breaths. And when you're taking in those deep breaths, remember, you really want to expand those lungs. That's an exercise all in itself. And if you're having any trouble right now, you can use assisting blocks here. Anywhere you need to, you could put a block in between here if there isn't, and if you're not able to get that far yet. That way you're still getting the stretch here. Not everyone can just get right onto their feet like that, so no big deal. There is assistance, and with time you will. Proven fact, you do this 20 seconds a day, you're gonna get somewhere. So our next move is called cat-cow. This is one of my favorite for my backs. It doesn't look pretty when I do it, but it's definitely a favorite. So the cat-cow is an amazing stretch. Some people call it scared cat. I don't know, scared cat, dog, I don't know. It doesn't even matter, and you'll be able to see why. So first I'm going to start with a child's pose, just because I love to open everything up like that. So with child's pose, you're still on your knees. And this, you can use a block to help you. Let me see if I can get back far enough to show the full extent here. So I'm gonna have my bum on my feet, and I'm gonna rise above myself with my arms at full length, really coming down with my back, allowing my belly button to face into the ground, shoulders tracted together, but loose. Face into the mat, and 5 deep breaths. And slowly climb back into start position, back onto the knees. Now I tend to do like child's pose like repetitively, and you see how my eyes close. I absolutely love the way it feels. There's such a great strength through the abdomen, lengthening process through the abdomen. See, I get that euphoric high from it. I indulge in that part of the stretch, so it really works out for me. I hope you'll like it too. And now I'm going to go into my cat-cow. Now cat-cow is a very simple movement that just requires breathing and rhythm, and that can be difficult to start with. Maybe I should be posed more like this. Okay. So you're going to place your palms directly under your shoulders. Try to place the weight through the palms and not into your fingers. If you have hand problems where you're not able to use your hands for your weight, that's okay. We can try different things. Just message me, really, but there's ways of propping it and putting pressure in different areas without hurting any of your body. So I'm going to do it the standard way. Hands under my shoulders. I'm going to walk my knees up a little bit. I'm on all fours. I'm going to start with my head down so the spine is neutral. I'm going to fill myself up with air. While I'm with air, I'm up in a scared cat. So you have frightened me and I am scared. I have my back arched. My belly button is still facing the ground. But I'm getting a deep stretch. And then I'm going to breathe out. Raising my head to the sky, looking forward to my future. Into cow position. And again, I'm going to take in a nice deep breath. Filling all the way through my body. I won't be able to talk. Curving my spine as I go down. Dropping my head. Really feeling it through here. I'm all looking away. Really feeling it through this area. I'll do it this way too. So I've lost my positioning, but I'll show you. So what we're gonna do is start like this. And when you're up there in the scared cat, it looks like this. And then down to cow. So I'm gonna do a couple of those still because I love them. So I can tell in this outfit too, and with some of the weight I've gained, it's a little bit harder to really see what I'm doing with my abdomen. So I do apologize because that's like kind of annoying when you're trying to learn something. But hey, forgive yourself for everything, right? And keep it moving. So anyways, here we go. Well, not for everything. Don't kill people. Forgive yourself. Well, there's reasons for everything. Anyways, that's what yoga will do. It'll give you like an understanding for everything, even murderers. All right, so deep breath. I just need deep breath in general. Very sloppy on my end, sorry guys. So rhythmically, I could do up to like 30 at a time because I love it, but we're not gonna do that. So next thing I'm gonna go into is a position. Some people will be able to get into it with no problem. Other times, and most of the time, people have to learn how to get into this position. But because I'm doing it anyway, I'm just gonna show you. It is a pigeon pose. You're going to put one leg in front of the other, while the other one is behind you, completely behind you, laying flat. You will then come down into the ground, place your chest forward. You can use yourself or a block to prop that part so that you're forward enough. And take some nice deep breaths, allowing your body to go further into the ground with each breath. And other side. So again, the leg is going to come forward. The other leg will be behind you. This leg likes to turn a bit, so I like to manually move it. If you'd like, you can have a block here to help you stay upright. Chest forward at all times. Nice deep breaths. Good job. Alright, so those are some of the basic back saving moves that I like to do. The pigeon kinda isn't one of them, but I just love that one because it's a real hip opener. And a lot of time, back and hip pain obviously are hand in hand, depending on where on the back, because it's a spine. The spine bone is connected to the hip bones. There's a whole lot of other things connected in there, but let's just be basic about it. So that's why this just little routine is super helpful. I'm somebody who has a lot of back pain, but the more I do this, it goes away longer and longer. It strengthens and tones while you work. And just in general, it's a great way to start the day. I have a burst of energy now, really focused on what's going on around me as far as you guys, but also how beautiful it is outside. The wind is blowing, there's a nice sun, And I'm looking forward to having an amazing day. And I hope that you all are looking forward to the same and have that. Have an amazing Taco Tuesday. Get your stretch on. And I'll see you later. Stay motivated, guys.